What's up everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the diaphragm, aka Big D, and how we can optimally position this muscle to improve spine stabilization during the Olympic lifts. So some of you may have heard of the analogy comparing our trunk muscles to the structure of a soda can. So here you can see the pelvic floor on bottom, diaphragm up on top. You can imagine the back muscles running down the back of the can, obliques and transverse abdominis wrapping around the sides to the front, our rectus abdominis, the six-pack muscles running straight up and down the front of the can. This position of the diaphragm directly opposing the pelvic floor is actually the definition of a neutral spine, and it's going to be the strongest position for us to maintain. If you could imagine us denting the can, say overextending our back, this can becomes much easier to compress, crush top to bottom, and that's not good if we're trying to lift some heavy weight. So over here you can see an overextended spine and a neutral spine. This deep arch in the low back representing a dent in that can. That dent is going to cause significant compression of our facet joints, could be a source of low back pain. It's also going to cause us to have a shallow diaphragm as opposed to this nice dome structure over on the right. That's not going to allow us to take in as much air as we would like in order to stabilize the front of the spine. And you can also see that our diaphragm and pelvic floor no longer directly oppose one another, which won't be good to generate a lot of pressure. So to slide on over here, so now that we have a neutral spinal position, how do we breathe in this position in order to maximize spinal stabilization? So when I hear a lot of people talk about diaphragmatic breathing, I hear them say, as you inhale through your nose, think about sticking your stomach out, like you're pregnant or you have a beer belly. Not only does this neglect to activate all the muscles of our core, so top, bottom, and sides of the can, but it also causes a significant increase in the volume of our abdominal cavity, which won't allow us to increase pressure. In contrast to this, sucking the belly button in towards the spine, so doing that abdominal drawn maneuver, might optimally activate the transverse abdominis and multifidi, two of our small, deep core muscles, but it really neglects to activate all the muscles in that can. So what I want you to think about doing is breathing into your back. So keeping all those core muscles nice and tight, taking a sharp inhale through your nose, and really trying to expand 360 degrees through the stomach and rib cage. This is keeping all those muscles tight will really allow you to get a lot of increase in abdominal as well as thoracic pressure. That's represented by these blue arrows. This large blue arrow up top representing an increase in thoracic pressure, expanding the rib cage, helping to stabilize the upper and mid back, as well as give the shoulder blades a nice stable base off which to work. Topic in a future episode. So I hope this helps everyone understand the role of the diaphragm and how this posture can really help us lift heavy and lift often.